Hi, welcome back to CBSE Board Economics. I'm Saddam Hussein here. Today we will be discussing about money and banking. You recollect Unit 2 of macroeconomics is money and banking. This unit carries 6 marks for your board examination. We've already finished money, so in that you hardly have 3 questions. Define money in economics. What exactly is money supply in the economy at any given point of time? And where do we get the money supply? Where do we get the money in the economy? And what are demand deposits? Now, from there, we'll be moving to banking. This is the second chapter of this unit, money and banking. In banking, you don't have to learn a lot of things. According to your board syllabus, what you have under the banking, you should know what exactly is banking. And in the economy, we have two kinds of banks. One is the central bank. In India, we have RBI, Reserve Bank of India, and then you have lot many commercial banks. We'll see the difference between these two, central bank and the commercial banks. And then you have functions of central bank. Last year or till last year, there used to be in your syllabus lot many functions of central bank. One, central bank as banker of the government. Two, central bank as bankers bank. Three, central bank as issuing of currency. And the third one you used to have as a very important function of central bank, that's a monetary policy, that is control of credit. That has been deleted. Of course, you will be learning it under Keynesian economics. So that means this year you will be learning only two things under central bank, functions of central bank. Only three functions you have to learn: as bank of issue, as bankers bank, and as banker of the government. So let's see the first question you have here. You can see here, what exactly is banking? What is banking? We are familiar with banking. You must have seen your parents going to the bank. Why do they go to the bank? Some people go to the bank to deposit money, and some people go to the bank to borrow money. That means what exactly is banking? Banking in economics is defined as accepting deposits from the public for the purpose of lending. That's banking, one mark. Now the second one, you have difference between central bank and commercial bank. Maybe this can come for 3 marks. I'll generalize it here. After that, we'll read it out. What's the difference between central bank and commercial banks? Mind it, there is just one central bank in the country. In India, we have RBI, that's a central bank. In India, Reserve Bank of India. Like this, in every country, they just have one central bank. In USA, they have Federal Reserve, Bank of England. So these are the central banks. For the first point is there's just one central bank in the country, and there can be many number of commercial banks. Which are these commercial banks which you find it in your streets? It can be ICICI Bank, it can be HDFC Bank, it can be HDFC, it can be State Bank of India, it can be any of number of them. The second point we can say here, central bank is an autonomous body of the government that's purely under the government. And commercial banks can be private. Which are the private banks we have in India? ICICI Bank is a private bank, and HDFC is a private bank. This can be government. Which are the government banks in India? State Bank of India is a government bank. Punjab National Bank. Like this, you have quite a few number of them. And third important function is, keep in mind, this is a very important function. Central bank is the only bank in the country that can issue currency notes. Commercial banks, they just don't have this power, but they can create credit. And the next one is central bank is the banker of the government. We discussed it. Commercial banks, we call it as banker of the public. What it means, all the government's accounts are maintained with the central bank, but public has their accounts with the commercial banks. Central bank always tries to control the credit. Commercial banks always try to create credit. That means the more the loans they give it, the more profitable it will be for them. So that means we can discuss another point. Central bank has no profit motive. The main motive of the central bank is monetary policy, but the only motive of the commercial bank is profit. Now I will sum it up these points here. What is written here under banking, I told you this carries for 6 marks. The first one you have, what is banking? Banking is defined in economics as accepting deposits from the public for the purpose of lending. Differentiate between central bank and a commercial bank. The first point, central bank, it is the government's bank, as it maintains all accounts of the government, gives them temporary loans. What it means that you can't have an account with the central bank. Commercial bank, it is a bank of the public, as it accepts deposits from the public and gives them loans and advances. When you want to open an account, you won't go to the central bank. Obviously, you will be going to ICICI Bank or HDFC Bank in your colony. Central bank is the bank of issue. It has the sole right of issuing currency. No one else can issue currency in the economy. Commercial banks can't issue currency, but I told you, but they can create credit. They can't issue currency notes like 2,500 rupee notes. Only central bank issues. There is only one central bank in the country. In India, I told you it's the Reserve Bank of India. There can be many commercial banks in an economy. Can be many of them. You find it in your colony. Central bank can control credit through its various qualitative and quantitative instruments. This we'll be discussing later. What are qualitative and quantitative instruments? The main function of the central bank is to control credit, and commercial bank always try to create credit. The more the credit they create, more profitable it will be for them. And the last point, its main aim is monetary management of the economy, economic policy, monetary policy. Generating and earning profits is the principal business goal of a commercial bank. I repeat once again, we were discussing money and banking. Under money, we discussed already, define money. Where do we get the money from in the economy? What are the sources of supply of money? And how do you measure money at a given point of time? Either the money is with the public or demand deposits with the banks. What are demand deposits? Under banking, we'll be discussing difference between central bank and the commercial banks, which we just discussed it. And later we'll be discussing central bank's role as the government's bank. And we'll be discussing how does central bank as banker of the bank. We'll be discussing how does central bank issue currency notes. It's a sole monetary authority in the economy. That's all we have time for this short video. Till we meet next time, it's goodbye from Saddam Hussein. All the best for your exams. Don't forget to share, subscribe, comment and like. Bye bye.